Welcome to your week, September 2020 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you all on your path to your highest vibrational good. So as I've been saying to everybody this month, when I read for a sign, I am reading for the energy of that sign. So I'm tapping into the energy of Pisces for the month ahead. Now, whether you're a sun, moon, or ascendant, this is for you in some way, shape, or form. Lesser degree if it's just a single planet in a sign, whereas if it's like a 3-4 planet stellium, then yes, you want to pay attention to that because you might get some message that is for you. Not everything that I'm going to say is going to resonate with everybody, and that's fine with me. All right. For your actions and options, you have the 10 of Pentacles. You are focused on your home. You are focused on your money, your finances, and building your future this month, which is great. Now, Mars is going to go retrograde on the September the 9th, so we're all going to be feeling that energy in some way, shape, or form. And for you, this is in your second house, right? So especially if you're an ascendant Pisces anyway. So, you know, something for you to think about. It looks like you're being very proactive about your money, about your finances, and also about your dwelling, your physical home. This could see you really starting to make some considerable progress when it comes to a saving fund, when it comes to getting the funds together. For something when it comes to a physical home. But it does look like in a lot of ways this is what you're very focused on at this moment in time. It's your money, it's your materials, your finances. And as a card of action, this is about you really putting together a long-term plan. This is about you starting to build what the dream looks like and what are the steps that are going to get me there. How is it that I can navigate the energy that I have at this moment in time to get me to where I would like to be? Nice, really nice. You could do better. Well, you could do worse than the 10 of Pentacles, right? For your money and materials, you have the Knight of Wands, right? Which is great because this sees you being very passionate about the money, about the finances, about the home. But it also looks like you're very focused on where it is that you go next. Now, some sort of spontaneous travel could come up for you this month. I have advised against travel for everybody just because of the energy that's out there. But if you have to do it, you have to do it. This month, a surprise trip, a surprise journey could come up for you. You may be called away suddenly. There could be an opportunity for you to get ahead financially, or certainly some sort of assistance that comes in, but it's going to require you to go to it or to travel to it. This could be anything from somebody suggesting you for a certain type of job or a new thing to do, or maybe your current employer is suggesting something that could really help you get ahead in some way, shape, or form. Your finances look good this month, but it looks like you're very focused on having a good time, enjoying the finer things in life, which means that effectively you're looking after yourself, right? Which is nice. This right next to that 10 of Pentacles, something about the home this month that you're very, very focused on. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, you are really jumping in with both feet about looking after yourself. Diet, exercise, pampering yourself, maybe going for a spa or something like that. This is nice. I have to say, of the financial energies, you are probably one of the most fortunate signs this month. So, that's not so bad. For your communications and conversations, you have the 8 of Cups. So this month, when it comes to what you're talking about, it does look like you are talking about your relationships and what they have kind of left you with, some of the questions, some of the struggles or the challenges that have come up. It does look like in a lot of ways as well, you could be having a heart-to-heart with somebody about a relationship or about something that you have felt has kind of taken you down a certain road. Now, because this is next to that Knight of Wands, I feel like a lot of you are going to be treading some sort of old ground this month, and this energy has been around for you guys for a while. Like, it's been a minute, like 3, maybe 4 months. I've been saying to Pisces, there's a lot of trips down memory lane. I wonder if this has something to do with the Neptune retrograde, because obviously Neptune, your ruler is, or your modern ruler, is in your sign. And it's kind of doing its thing there, right? It's going to be there, I think, for at least another 2-3 years yet. It's kind of a long time. But I actually feel like in a lot of ways, you guys are treading that old ground. So you might find some of the conversations that come up this month have that kind of energy of, you know what don't I know here, or what would I do differently? What could I, what is it that I've learned now that I could have applied back then? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some way that you're treading old ground when it comes to relationships, communications. It kind of feels like as well, for some of you, you might be going for a promotion and you get a shoot back down this month, but that's a good thing because it's going to take you back to the drawing board. You're very determined this month to get ahead and to succeed, but I have to say this to you, it's going to be a slow and steady wins the race. I think if you try to push it, Mars retrograde, the chances are it's not going to go very far, and it will either frustrate you more or it will sap you with your energy. All right, and Mars retrograde tends to do that anyway. And then for your heart and half, you have the High Priestess. So for those of you that are single, it looks like you are learning something about a previous partner. It looks like some information, some hidden information is coming to light. Maybe it's something that you weren't aware of about how they felt about you, or how they felt towards you, something that they'd done for you in secret that you weren't even aware of. It could just as easily be a secret about this person that you didn't know before, and it makes you see them in a completely different light. Now, when it comes to current partners or people that are coming in, I feel like this is secret crush or secret admirer energy. Somebody that you don't quite... Maybe they're in your periphery, like you know them, but you aren't aware that they see you in that way, and they could be revealed to you in some way, shape or form. For those of you that are partnered, married, engaged, all the rest of it, it looks like your partner is divulging something to you this month about how they feel. And it might have something to do with something that you've done or said that maybe hurt them in some way that they never vocalized. And only this week, or this month rather, you're finding out about it, and it might sort of make you go, wow, okay, you know what, I completely missed that. I need to, maybe think about how I'm going to approach or address this. Or it could be the other way around. It could be something that that they learn, that you learn about them, that makes you see them in a different light. I think you can get past it, but it is going to take a lot of honest and open communication. Your first week of the month, you have the Empress card right underneath the 10. I mean, this is great. This is windfall energy. This is financial boost energy. This is fertile seeds kind of energy. I actually feel like this has got something to do with your home or your work. And I feel like there is going to be some sort of financial blessing or reward that comes up this month. Now, interestingly enough, because of that Mars retrograde in the second house, it may be that it comes up for you, but you don't have access to it yet. Or this comes up and maybe it's put on hold and you can't access it until after the retrograde. So just something for you to be aware of there. But either which way, a very nice combination. For wrong card, wrong deck. For your second week of the month, you have the Tower card. There is definitely a spontaneous journey that you are called on this month. You are going to have to travel. For some of you, it might be, in your locality or maybe cross country. For others, it might be internationally or abroad. But there is some sort of spontaneous travel that you are called on this month. There's been a couple of signs that have had similar messages that comes up. So when it comes to your health as well this month, you've got to look out for doing things too quickly. Sometimes when we want to get ahead and we're determined, we'll just do it with brute force, and that's not always the best way. It's kind of like, when you're stretching, if you just kind of like, right, that's it, full on splits, you're going to rip everything, and trust me, you're going to know about it. Right? Whereas if when you're doing that kind of work, it's slow and steady, persistent every single day. Right? So just something for you to be aware of there. When it comes to your finances though, I think the thing that's going to cost you is a spontaneous trip that needs to be taken. So, you know, sometimes the way that that would work would be, you know, you have to take a week off work, and so therefore you lose out on money for it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's, you know, some sort of travel that you need to do, or is pulling you away from things. For your third week of the month, you have the Lovers card. For those of you that are partnered, there are some interesting conversations coming up around your relationship this month, especially here in this third week. I think you could be talking about some very challenging things, and it might this might be where you put something in place where you kind of say to a partner, you know what, if we can't get past this, we're going to have to think about what the future holds for us. There's going to be a lot of honesty, a lot of energy in that regard. When it comes to those of you that are single as well, like this is you know, that different kind of energy that you've got, almost like a secret admirer. It might be somebody that you came close to dating, or maybe you went on a date but it never kind of worked out, or the vibe wasn't there, but you're revisiting it in some way, shape or form. So third week's going to be interesting as well. And then for your fourth week of the month, you have the Hanged Man. So this is your card, right? So whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, wait for them to come to you. And like I said, there will be some sort of maybe intuitive nudge that leads you down a certain, or maybe it leads you to ask a certain question, or it leads you to speak to a certain person, and you end up finding something out about a partner or about an ex-partner that makes you see things, or them, or the relationship, or the connection in a completely different light. But with the Hanged Man, you're urged to do nothing, right? This is about just waiting back to see what is, maybe taking a look to see where the chips fall, and then kind of going from there. And then finally, for your key to the month, oh, okay, that card seems to want out, and it's face down. It's the High Priestess. There are some hidden things coming to light this month for sure. Whether this is you divulging secrets or somebody else divulging secrets to you. Your mother could figure this month in some way, shape or form. Because remember, in a woman's spread, the High Priestess represents her as mother and wife, or her own mother, and in a man's spread it represents his wife, or most important woman in his life, or his mother. So your own mother in some way, shape or form could be featuring for all Pisceans. Something for you to consider and to be aware of. And also, this is a month you could find that a lot of things are divulged this month, either to you, about you. You know, you may be divulging things to others. Either which way, the message there is clear. It's all got to come up, and it's all got to come out, and in the long run it's only going to serve you, right? It's gonna, I kind of feel like this is a month of clearing away, clearing the path sort of thing. So let it happen, right? No matter what takes place. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Take care, and I'll see you soon.